Getting out the coupe at the lot, 20 for 12 for SWAT, busting all the bells out the box. I just hit a lick with the box, had to put the stick in the box. Pour up the whole damn seal, I'ma get lazy. I got the mojo deals, we been trapping like the 80s. I done put my whole arm in the rim, this cup, yeah, and I know Poppy get a key for the park. Nigga, so got the cash out. Told him wipe a nigga no. Say slash slash. I won't never sell my soul when I get back that.
They call me Willie B on normal days. Today, got one of the newer guys in this hip hop name. He go by the name of Roddy Ricch. Roddy is out of Compton, California. Grew up in Compton his whole life. Was rapping very young. He went to Compton High School. He would rap for, rappers who were from his area, a few TDE guys. He started to dabble in them streets, got affiliated with the Crips. 2017, he releases his debut mixtape called Feed the Streets. Like, rappers started hearing about this mixtape. Nipsey Hussle, Meek Mill. Started really getting traction off of just one mixtape. 2018, he releases the second installment, Feed the Streets 2. He releases an EP called Before the Fame. And that same year, Nipsey Hussle brings Roddy Ricch out to perform with him at Powerhouse. Signed a deal with Atlantic Records at some point. 2019 comes, he releases his debut studio album, leading by that song The Box. Please excuse me for being antisocial. That hit the box really put him at the top of the game and had a lot of eyes looking for what he would do next. Leads us right here to today. He just released 2021 called Live Life Fast, which is his second studio album, released under Atlantic Records and Bird Vision. This is his first time being covered on the show. I think I listened to his first album and didn't really care for it too much, but this is the time. This is like a clean slate. This is like re-meeting Roddy Ricch all over again.
Things must slow down at some point. Our life will force you to stop. His result was 26 years in the federal penitentiary. I've realized I've lived fast. I want to take my time.
When I first heard the Live Life Fast, you obviously think of the track that Kanye West and Rick Ross did on an old Rick Ross album. So he starts it literally with that same beat, but orchestrated out. I think it's dope. Obviously, he biting it. It ain't original at all. I'm sure he hollered at Rick Ross and Kanye about this shit. Because he's literally taking the same way they sing it and everything, which I love that song. He's just trying to give some game, I guess, to the young people about living life fast and what it could really bring to your life. So I like the messaging, but the execution is kind of hacky. It sounds very good, though.
Bitch out from Thailand, she do the most. My niggas hot like some Kanye, sitting in your throat. They spend $250,000 at a private just for the show. Shawty gon' call a nigga your highness, cause we fuck on the low. And I get about 12 for a key.
I like this. This feels like what Roddy Ricch is, This seems like a good blend of it. He's just popping his shit on here, basically just ego and bitches on this record. But we love this in hip hop. We love ego and just talking about how your relationship with women and how you don't give a fuck. I love it. It never gets old, especially if you can do it well. Got a little bit of the box cadence even in it, so it's something familiar from him. It won't be like my favorite record just because conceptually it ain't the greatest thing. It's just kind of all over the place, but it feels good.
All good. Watching Russell, LeBron James on the hardwood. Shawty told me to fuck her face, so it's all good. Bitch, it ain't no way I done with Hollywood. My hoes all good. I fuck them all good. My credit all good. Bitch, I'm always good. My pockets all good. My mama's still straight. A bakery chef, I've been flipping all this cake.
I guess I expected this from these two. The tempo of the beat sounds very Future-ish. It seems like he made the beat, but I never know nowadays. I be thinking just because Future on the beat that he made the motherfucker, which is not the case most of the time. It's the tempo of Future, that fast-paced club music shit. I've heard this song done a little better in other ways. So, some people might go crazy over it, but I've been here before. Favorite part is at the end when they make it like chop the screw to slow the shit down. That's my favorite His favorite part of it.
Go both ways, then she go the wrong way. I've been holding down a culture I cultivate, and it's really, really sad when I see it in your face. I think you're roller coasting, roller coasting. Roller coaster.
That hook is kind of catchy. The way he sing it, he put a little soul in that bitch, so it feels good. He's in his Young Thug bag on this joint, which actually he does it well. He does that Young Thug shit well. Where you know the range transitions is what I mean, because only Young Thug like take it from this range to an extreme range all and then back to a monotone all in one line really, and he's doing a lot of that on here, which is you know, you expect that from a Young Thug, but I really didn't expect that from Roddy. It's an okay song. It is. It's cool. It's like it is some like little cool shit you could play in the car.
These niggas and these bitches cause they fake.
But money than you little boys, and ain't no reason for me to hate. Everybody try my shit, I'm trying to shoot them and they fake. They know I'm a demon, cause somebody right away. Yeah, I pull up speed, but nigga, I ain't trying to race. Young nigga on the scene, I got my roller sticking up. Everybody with my beans, I already know it's it up.
First of all, I always like to hear Savage and Kodak on the same canvas anytime. Why not throw Roddy Ricch in the mix? And then they got this like this little like you know, Paris Belize type of fucking beat. You know, that's got these like really beautiful textures to it, but with those 808s and those knocking bass. And Savage, every feature, he just know how to rap on anything. And this is another beat that's like right up his. If you can get elegant and hood captured in one thing, you got 21 Savage.
That's what we sitting on the side with a double cup. I got a sweet tooth. All white rolling, sky dwelling. In the face can't see blue. Plain Jane Gold presidential. I got yellow rings, look like Pikachu. Look in my garage, this ain't no facade. They got different eyes on their Pikachu.
You got Takeoff, who has really emerged as the #1 spitter of the Migos, who I didn't think was that at first. You know what I mean? When they first came out, I didn't see him as the front runner, and then all of a sudden, just midway through there, he just became like the man, and he proves it here. He can go on any type of vibe, and I like that they chose this like spacey vibe, you know, to kind of just it's like floating in the clouds type of. Really, this is probably one of my favorite records so far that I've heard on this whole joint, because it seems like they're in the studio together, like. They got like this back and forth weaving that's really working on this record.
Gotta watch out for these snitches. Gotta watch out for these stitches. Gotta whisper to you niggas, cause all the hating niggas might just hit me. Especially if you came from the trenches. You can't fall in love with no bitches. Gotta stay on your 10 toes and keep your sense. Ooh, sometimes you wanna trip.
He's getting back into his Young Thug bag with the very quick transitions. I think that's for the young kids too, because attention spans be like, you can't even do 4 bars of the same flow without a motherfucking type of shit nowadays. So I guess that's why he do it, just to switch it up on these motherfuckers. I can't really hate on this song. You know, it goes with the tempo of the album. It doesn't stand out a whole lot for me. Like his rhymes don't necessarily stand out a whole bunch, but it's a little more revealing of himself. But I'm cool on it, you know.
I gotta buy the whole damn Chanel store. Busting these fits since a little boy. Hey, mix the J's with the double C, you know what I mean? I'm in the days, all of this cash got me feel like I'm in a dream. You know I'm supreme, I got family ties like I'm Kate out of Baby King.
Seems like what he prefers, you know. I love this, you know, almost, it's got strings in it. It's giving this like island vibe to it. But it's still hip hop, still got it's the way it snaps on you. It's very noticeable. I like it's a snappy record. I was a little disappointed that I got Jamie Foxx talking at the end of it instead of like Jamie Foxx singing on it, because I was like, ooh, I'd like to hear what Jamie would do to it, because you can get Jamie on some dope shit with a beat like that. But Roddy did his thing on the record, you know, and you know, just don't. You ain't really need to put Jamie Foxx on that. Hook is hella catchy though. Hook is hella catchy. Yeah, he could do that. That's his appeal to the game too. He could come up with like some really dope, rapidy rap hooks. That's dope.
Slow it down when you come around, Slow it down when you come around, Slow it down. Slow it down when you come around, Slow it down when you come around, it down.
You brought in the right person. You bring in Ty Dolla $ign, he'll give you that texture. He really gets, he understands, he gets it. You know, and people who just get it, it's almost a no-brainer turning their music on. And Ty Dolla $ign is one of those people for me. Got Alex Isley on there, so he just got like niggas who know what the fuck they're doing, and he just harmonized with it because he got a dope voice too, so he can keep up with them in certain pockets. So this just all, it works. It's too short.
Had to see a lot of niggas sacrifice. I had to see a lot of niggas cross me. If I tell you I love you, I mean it. You know you can't tell me I ain't tried. All these bitches with their mixed feelings, always trying to fuck up the vibe. I work from Monday to Monday. Always gonna listen to what my granny say. Proud of myself cause I'm self-made. A lot of you niggas is man-made.
Even in his singing, he's transitioning the notes, like he would when he raps. It's interesting to study him on a deeper level because I see artists deeper than maybe the average fan do. But what he's doing is very, it's unique. It's new. A lot of people don't do that. He'll do something very dope, but then get away from it to try to find something even doper within the same line, and it may be or it may not be, but he gonna try, and that's what I like about him. But this is a cool song. It doesn't completely jump off the page, but it doesn't turn you off at all.
Her rover, she ain't even got an ass. She wanna shoot the shit like a soldier, cause she know I got the cash. Brand new designer, gotta pull off the tag. Having all the private, gotta pull off the bag. On the shit. Yeah, this lifestyle. I get paid to talk my shit. This ain't entertainment, nigga, we got the sticks.
504 on here, so they brought it to it like, that drill, Pop Smoke, tempo. And I like the way they didn't abuse it. Like they did it right. They just used the hi-hats and shit. And I don't absolutely need it, but it's cool. It's some vibey shit. Like if I got in somebody's car and I heard them bumping this shit, I'd be like, that motherfucker.
Let me do what I do, and I promise you love it. I promise when we go shop it ain't no budget. Whatever you got on the side, you just gotta cut it. If they see us outside, they gon' try to make something of it. Just to be clear, they about to mistake your rich and for chandelier. I don't try to implement no strife or pain here. I don't try to implement my life for games.
He's doing everything right on here. Like this beat is really dope. I love the nostalgic fucking reverb vibe from it. It's correct, but for me it'll miss me. I like the lane, and I like these type of songs, that's like a love song. I understand what factory records are. Sometimes you'll make a record just that that works. People would do a recipe that they know that works. And sometimes when I see the robot in it, I'll be like, all right, I'm cool. But he is dynamic and he switches it up a bit, but it's not enough for me to like fully just love this song and put it. Working with something with this because I like this vibe, this vortex. Like this is you calling out to me when you I really like what they did on here. The transition is crazy, and both spitters really showed up on this. Yeah, this goes in the bracket of the tops on this album for sure. Really love this record, really love this feature. This works out well.
Jesus peace, pray to God he don't touch a beat. Charge 400 cause the talk ain't cheap. I still got little niggas around that corner. I'm still gonna be up if I die today. I can't do crashing like a tidal wave. I got this shit on lock, don't know.
There's some gas. There's definitely some gas. I like the pairing of him and Gunna. Gunna's voice is undeniable when he get on. It's just about taste and if you like his songwriting, and he's hit or miss sometimes for me. But I always like his voice. It's always, smooth and a certain texture that nobody really could bring. I like this shit. This shit is smooth. These niggas got a little vibe going. I like their pairing together. I never heard it. They probably done records together already, but
you always gonna chase the nigga, let you down in the latest. Why you always chasing the perfect picture you paint? Everything come with a price, that's just how it's made. Why you always doing the shit you do when you fake? And I'll tell you about your wrongs, cause I'm never gonna fake it. But you never complacent, always find a replacement. Wanna take you outside, he's still in Vegas.
I really like the atmosphere here, but the song he created to it, it's skippable. I take it in for what it is. Like, he got musicality on this motherfucker, but every record that got musicality, it's got to have this songwriting and connection with it also. This one for me is not necessarily there, but I can see somebody really liking this.
Late at night, kiss me in the morning or late at night. Long as you come through, I'ma make you come over and over. I'ma treat you like I'm supposed to. You better never make no time for these niggas. Cause when I ride, I'ma ride with you.
Needless to say, I like this record, but this record did a 1-2 number on a lot of people. I feel like it's subliminally in my head because it was on something. It's on TV. It's at on a commercial or something. Because as soon as the song come on, it's very familiar to me. It tapped into my subconscious, and I've never heard this song, but I know it's attached to something like a commercial or something that it's probably on YouTube or football or some shit, or, on TV. So he's tapped into the right people who can subliminally put your song in people's heads to where they hear it. You kind of gotta like it, and the song actually delivers. You can't do that with a weak song. You just pick a really good song from that person and then like fuck people up with it.
I got a 50 on me, but I told her I keep it 100. Since I was a little nigga, I just about to go give me some money. Since I made up 25 million on one of them days, now these niggas biting my way. I got fatigue on my body, on rap Maserati, it's right, I'm going out of space.
I'm always curious of the last song because what I've learned from doing this shit, like a lot of people phone in the last song. They just like, they don't care as much. It's like a throwaway usually, the last song. So because they figure people not gonna listen all the way to the end. This one is, it's definitely a record that you don't need on the album. That's why I'd be like, maybe just end on your best song. If it happened to be 6 songs in and you got 6 bangers in it right there. You didn't need this many songs. I could have chopped this album to the point where it was a perfect album. Oh, Roddy Ricch. Live Life Fast. He scores a 39. It's got to grow on you. If you can pick some vibes from it, I feel like the production is very high on here. Very Kanye-ish moments, very like Metro Boomin moments, very London on the Beat moments. When you critically look at this album and just think about what's gonna last in your life throughout history, this is how I grade albums. It is a thing that's got to kind of grow on you, and more songs got to kind of seek into you. I wasn't too impressed by the lyrics themselves, but he's so swaggy with his delivery that you got to be mesmerized by some component of what he brings. Shout out to Roddy Ricch, man. You did your thug thesis. Keep them coming. And I actually like this album better than the last album. Listen, Dave Bots did it, man. If y'all don't know the swag genius himself, you need to get over to it. Get over to blessedthings.com and enjoy yourselves there. You can also see this show over there. And look, man, I'm gonna holler at y'all, man. Be safe. Bid you adieu.